This is educational content only, not medical or financial advice. Always consult your doctor and financial advisor. What if the single habit you believe is giving you a competitive edge is actually quietly eroding the most valuable asset you have? For years, high performers have treated the 5 a.m. wake-up as sacred, a badge of discipline, ambition, and success. But emerging research is painting a very different picture. In this video, we reveal why rigid 5 a.m. routines often backfire, not on your productivity, but on the precise cognitive abilities that determine long-term wealth, clear thinking, emotional control, and high-quality decision-making under pressure. This is not about sleeping in. This is about understanding the hidden biological tax that forced early waking places on your future net worth. Let's examine what the science actually shows. The 5 a.m. myth that high performers keep repeating. The 5 a.m. wake-up has become one of the most widely adopted and least questioned habits in high-performance culture. Millions of ambitious professionals have convinced themselves that waking before the sun is the non-negotiable price of outsized success. Yet what if this popular ritual is working against the very outcomes it promises? Today, we cut through the myth and examine the research that explains why forcing an unnatural wake time can undermine the exact mental resources required to build and protect significant wealth. What the research actually shows about early wake times. Let's ground this in the data. Large-scale chronobiology studies show that chronotype, your genetically influenced natural sleep-wake tendency, varies widely across the population. Approximately 20 to 25% of people are strong morning types, while another 20 to 25% are clear evening types. The majority fall somewhere in between. When evening type or intermediate type individuals force a 5 a.m. wake-up, research published in the Journal of Biological Rhythms and Sleep Medicine Reviews consistently shows delayed melatonin offset, elevated cortisol during the wrong circadian phase, reduced slow-wave sleep, increased next-day sleep inertia, and cognitive fog. The result is not enhanced performance. It is a subtle but measurable reduction in executive function, the very brain systems high performers depend on most for complex decisions and long-term wealth creation. The hidden mechanism, cortisol, sleep architecture, and cognitive erosion. This is where the science becomes especially relevant for wealth builders. Forcing a 5 a.m. wake-up against your natural rhythm triggers an unnatural cortisol awakening response. Instead of the gentle, adaptive rise that prepares you for the day, you create a sharp and prolonged cortisol spike that can last 3 to 4 hours. At the same time, the pressure to sleep earlier often compresses slow-wave sleep, the deepest stage critical for memory consolidation, emotional regulation, and next-day cognitive performance. The combination creates a quiet but powerful deficit: higher baseline stress, lower cognitive reserve, and impaired emotional control during the exact hours when high-stakes decisions are typically made. How circadian misalignment quietly taxes your decision-making alpha. Decision-making alpha, the edge that separates good capital allocators from exceptional ones, depends on 3 biological foundations. 1. Prefrontal cortex efficiency. 2. Stable emotional regulation. 3. Accurate risk assessment under uncertainty. All 3 are measurably impaired by chronic circadian misalignment. Neuroeconomics research shows that elevated cortisol increases both loss aversion and inconsistent risk-taking, exactly the opposite of the calm, calculated decision-making required to compound wealth over decades. In simple terms, the 5 a.m. routine many high performers adopt to gain an advantage may actually be increasing the probability of emotional, short-term financial decisions that quietly erode net worth over 10 to 20 years. This is the hidden wealth tax almost no one is discussing. The Chronotype-Aligned protocol that protects both Healthspan and wealth. So, what actually works? The answer is not to abandon discipline. It is to align your wake time with your individual biology while still protecting high-leverage morning hours. Here is the evidence-based approach. Step 1. Identify your true chronotype. Track your natural wake time for 10 to 14 days without an alarm. This reveals your genuine biological rhythm. Step 2. Anchor wake time to natural light. Wake as close as possible to your natural tendency, then get outside for bright light exposure within 30 to 60 minutes. This is the highest leverage circadian action available. Step 3. Protect your personal peak performance window. Instead of forcing 5 a.m., guard the first 90 to 120 minutes after your natural wake time for deep work and strategic thinking, when your biology is naturally optimized. Step 4. Engineer a powerful evening wind down. Protect the 90 minutes before bed more fiercely than the morning. Consistent, high-quality sleep is the true foundation of cognitive longevity and decision quality. Your 30-day circadian reset protocol. Here is your practical implementation plan. Days 1 to 14, assessment. Track natural wake time, energy levels, focus quality, and any patterns in decision-making or emotional reactivity. Days 15 to 21, gradual alignment. Shift your wake time 15 to 30 minutes closer to your natural tendency each day while protecting bedtime consistency. Days 22 to 30, optimization and locking. Finalize your aligned wake time and add these daily anchors. Outdoor light exposure within 60 minutes of waking. No caffeine after 2 p.m. or 8 to 10 hours before bed. 90-minute screen-free dim light wind down. Optional 20-minute non-sleep deep rest in the early afternoon if needed. Track decision quality and emotional stability daily. The compounding effect on long-term net worth. The highest performers of the coming decade will not be those who wake the earliest. They will be those who most intelligently protect their cognitive capital. By aligning your circadian biology with your actual chronotype, you are not giving up discipline. You are removing a silent tax on the resource that compounds faster than any investment. Clear, calm, high-quality decision-making sustained over decades. Small daily improvements in executive function and emotional regulation do not just feel better. They translate into measurably better capital allocation, fewer costly mistakes, and greater long-term net worth. The 5 a.m. routine often backfires not because early rising is wrong, but because one-size-fits-all advice ignores individual biological reality. The real edge belongs to those who understand their own biology and build systems around it. This is educational content only, not medical or financial advice. Always consult your doctor and financial advisor.